Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back for a little more fun with our old pal Stubbs McKenzie in Shadowrun Dragonfall, the director's cut. And when last we left Stubbs and the gang, they were in hot pursuit of the mysterious Green Winters, an informant who I have to assume was named after a flavor of chewing gum, and who is also holed up somewhere here on the upper floors of the world-famous Das Kesselhaus Hotel and Nightclub. And yes, it is world famous for its terrible service. After all, in the first 10 minutes inside the club, Stubbs and his team got hassled by the bouncer, caught flack from the bartender, who wasn't at all trying to trade drugs for sex, by the way, and then literally had to kill someone to get assistance in finding a room. And it seems to me that if you start by opening your hotel above a very loud nightclub, that your customer service should be blisteringly awesome if you want any hope of repeat business. But since every employee Stubbs and his crew spoke to managed to mention that the club was under new ownership within the first 10 seconds of the conversation starting, including the guy Stubbs murdered as soon as he claimed to have an elevator key, I'm guessing that Das Kesselhaus Hotel and Nightclub isn't really a repeat business sort of operation. It seems more like a rent by the hour and forget we were ever here kind of operation. On the plus side, though, the new owners do have a chance to start with a clean slate since we killed their entire staff, so let's wish them luck with their new hires and get back to looking for Green Winters here. So we're on the first floor of Das Kesselhaus. Let's take a look around. Got one door that appears to open. We might as well open it. Let's see if old Green... Excuse me, Green? Mr. Winters. Mr. Winters, are you in here? Jonathan Winters. No, not that Winters, although Jonathan Winters was pretty awesome. Looks like we got just a squat here. We just robbed somebody's nightstand. See, that's not cool, man. They're going to blame that on the maid, Stubbs. Some poor woman who we didn't kill, I'd like to point out just in my own defense. We did not murder that woman, and now she's going to get blamed for that theft and lose her job. Or is she? I mean, we did murder everyone. Theoretically, we also killed her supervisor. Maybe there's not really going to be anyone to report the crime to. Maybe she got off scot-free. You know what? I'm sure Stubbs was thinking ahead because he's that kind of guy. Pretty sure he probably thought that one out, did the logic, and figured that the maid would be okay. Good for you, Stubbs. Good for you. Anyway, this computer says, Philco Dyna Safe Computer Control System version 2.5. Well, let's try and access the safe. Please input the password. Well, we're going to go with Bud Light because it's the only thing that's running through Stubbs' mind. Clearly, Bud Light is not the correct one, so I guess we'll just walk away. Would have been nice if we had a Decker on our team who maybe could have hacked that, but since our Decker, Monica, the Drek Hot Decker, didn't exactly prove to be especially hot, we're running without a Decker. Anything up in this direction? We've got some kind of broken conduit pipe. Crumbling wall. Can we just bust through the wall into this hotel room? This section of wall seems to be buckling under its own weight. The aging wallpaper that lines the rest of the hallway has long since peeled away, revealing the structures of the wall underneath. While the underlying structure is reinforced with steel support struts, you can see signs of rust and metal fatigue everywhere. Yes, because Stubbs is a trained fucking metallurgist. He can, of course, see those things. The entire wall looks like it could give way if enough force were applied. Well, we're strong enough, and this is kind of Stubbs' bit. Bam! Punching his way through a wall just like he punches his way into the hearts and minds of his foes. Stubbs McKenzie getting it done. You slam into the wall and it gives way with a crunch. Well, bully. So Stubbs has broken in. This looks like what appears to be some sort of meth lab. I guess we'll check the bedside table. I'm going to guess there are drugs here. Searching through the clutter on the desk, you find a small synth leather-bound journal. Leafing through the pages of the book reveals only a couple of entries. Each of them is scrawled in frantic, barely legible handwriting with crude doodles filling up the margins. Oh, I guess we'll read it. I feel kind of dirty reading somebody's diary. I mean, Stubbs McKenzie is sort of an inveterate killer and a drunk and kind of a brutal scumbag, but this is an invasion of privacy that just seems wholly unnecessary. Diary. Okay. I know Eddie's up to something. Like, I heard him talking to that guy who works in the kitchen, asking him where the cleaning supplies was at. I've seen Eddie's room, and dude never cleaned a day in his life. I'm going to follow him tomorrow and figure out what his deal is. Why is she writing in all caps to herself? I mean, this is her diary. Does anybody actually do that? If you keep a diary, do you frequently write to yourself in all caps? Maybe he's just selling mouthwash to the hobos a block down at the old bus depot. Hey, Stubbs McKenzie has fucking bought mouthwash from that guy before in an emergency when he really needed to get drunk without his boss being able to smell it on his breath. And I tell you what, that mouthwash was a lifesaver. Don't mock what you don't understand, lady. Let's look at the second entry here. Diary. I knew Fraggin' Eddie. I saw him yesterday. I was on the 3rd floor because the vending machine down here was out of soy calf. So he came up and went over to the out-of-order latrine? Out-of-order latrine, I guess. And punched in the code. Didn't know I was watching, did you, Eddie? Well, I ain't so stupid. He put in a 2478, and I'm going to stay up and find out what Eddie's doing in there. It's a bathroom. He was probably just looking for a sort of safe place to jack it, lady. I mean, come on. Do you got to follow the guy to the fucking can? That seems a little inappropriate. Spying in a dude while he's in a can, especially since he went out of his way to go into a can that was clearly out of order. Maybe leave that guy alone. He's probably got some pretty freak nasty porn in there that you may not really want to check out. What have we got in here? Well, something on this bed. We picked up a Bumona trauma kit. All right, again, man, there's going to be a maid that gets blamed for that. Come on, Stubbs. A little courtesy for the working man. I mean, those cleaning ladies work hard, especially in a place like this. Look at this fucking place. It's a heap. You think keeping a place like this clean is easy, Stubbs? Show a little compassion, man. A little compassion. Stubbs doesn't care. He just doesn't care. He doesn't give a tinker's damn. He thinks only of himself. So now we're just in a bathroom. Alright, well, we probably didn't need to come in there. And also, the floor is real sticky. Let's get the shit out of here and maybe go check out the next floor. Also, unless Green Winters was hiding inside this safe, which I suppose is possible, but unlikely, we're not in the right spot anyway. Next floor. Second floor, employees only. Lingerie on floor 3. I can't help but notice that the elevator is not playing the girl from Ipanema, and if movies and television have taught me anything, it's that the girl from Ipanema should be playing in all elevators at all times. Alright, well, we've clearly found our way into combat, which is good. Stubbs' patience for this whole search and find rescue really was kind of running low. So we're going to hate Stubbs, we're going to send him in, and he's probably just going to punch a man into a coma. 7 damage. Well, probably not coma level punching. Let's check out some of our special abilities here. We've got Mana Fist that punches through armor. I don't think this guy really has a whole lot of armor. We also have Magic Resistance, a medium cover bonus to magic spells. And you know what? Let's just keep punching with Killing Hands, I think. Actually, is this a passive ability? It does not appear to be. It is not a passive ability, and you know what? Let's try it out. We haven't used Mana Fist yet. Let's give it a chance here. Oh, yeah, actually, okay. So that did do some slightly increased damage. Now, we had Iger out last time, and I gotta say, I was definitively a fan of what my potentially future lover, Iger, brought to the table, and there's a reason, because she has not missed a shot. She is truly deadly when it comes to wielding that sniper rifle. She is a remarkably good shot. Glory's gonna head forward. We got more enemies coming in from the side. One of whom threw a grenade at... Oh, that guy was just hiding behind the couch. Never mind. Alright, so Glory and Stubbs in a bit of a pickle here. They're sort of pretty well surrounded. I have strong confidence we're going to be able to get out of this one, though. Alright, so if we move Dietrich to, say... that would be no cover. Alright, Iger. Let's take a look with Iger here and see what kind of shot she's got. She's got pretty good chances to hit that guy. He has no kind of cover at all. It's going to be a 60% chance for the crit because this guy's out in the open. There we go. Iger taking him down smooth as silk. So we got a goon over here. Let's have Stubbs go punch us a goon. Punch 1. Continue wailing on the goon. Punch 2. Oh, a critical punch. Stubbs going right for the fucking spleen on that one. Taking no prisoners. Stubbs McKenzie, spleen puncher. We're going to do a little healing here. Stubbs is a little more injured than we necessarily care for. Glory's going to get out the hand razors. Chip chop. Time to slice. Oh yeah, the dynamic duo of Stubbs and Glory. Not quite enough to get it done, actually. Also, Stubbs and Glory sounds like a rap team. And that woman killed her friend. That was a straight-up friendly fire incident, ma'am. We may have to call the Geneva Convention on that one, because that's not really cool, lady. Also, Dietrich, with remarkably effective attack for a change, managed to actually hit something. With his punch, oh yeah, look at that. Stubbs McKenzie handing out the beatdown. And then we're going to move him to cover. There is clearly, I think, is that an enemy? I mean, it must be an enemy. Let's see if Iger can get a poke at him. Iger can. Holy shit, Iger with the headshot. You are not fucking around. Man, Iger, I tell you, my dear, I love you more and more with each passing second. I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship, Iger. I think we may have a real romance brewing between you and Stubbs McKenzie. I mean, I know you like to touch Stubbs at every opportunity, and frankly, who wouldn't want to touch a fucking awesome piece of beefcake like myself? But still, we picked up a maintenance key fob. Clearly, one of the janitors happened to drop his ring of keys in the toilet. I'm guessing probably while he was plunging it, since this doesn't exactly seem like the most sanitary of places. Let's check out the hotel administration terminal here. E-computer. HR Serve Host Hotel Registry and Security Services version 1.1. Navigation options. Search the guest register by name, search the current guest register by room number, or admin services. Let's try admin services. We don't necessarily have a password. Let's press the 1 key. Winter. We're looking for Winters. Currently staying on floor 4 in room 405. Let's read the attached notes. Guy in the master suite on 4 asked for his room code to be changed again, paranoid son of a bitch. Anyway, dude's been renting one of our biggest rooms for months. A guy literally willingly stayed in this place for months. What the fuck is wrong with Winters? I'm thinking maybe he's not quite as winter fresh chewing gum flavor and Wrigley clean as we might suspect. Anyway, dude's been renting one of our biggest rooms for months, so I guess he shouldn't complain too much. The new code is 1989. Alright then, so we know now how to get into Mr. Winter's room when we arrive. Turn to the main menu here. Let's just see what else we can get. What's on the 2 key here? Room number 405. Current tenant, Green Winters. Alright, well, we got that sorted. And what's the 3 key? Oh, we can't do it. Whatever. We may have a password for that, or we may have an opportunity to pick one up at a later date. I'm not too terribly worried about it. Let's head back to the elevator. I mean, we know where Green Winters is. I am going to check out the 3rd floor. Just for, well, 1, because it's the completest in me that really kind of... We can't unlock this door, can we? There seems to be a lot of stuff over here that we can't necessarily find our way into. Yeah, guess not. I'm kind of a completist when it comes to RPGs, but in this case, it's more of a Stubbs doesn't want to leave a potential foe at his back kind of thing. Stubbs very conscious about tactical security and knowledge, so doesn't want to leave any potential enemies at his back. Also, there could be beer literally anywhere in a place like this, and Stubbs McKenzie, I mean, he's like a wolfhound. If there's beer, Stubbs is going to rustle it up. He's going to find it. So we're going to take every opportunity. Also, you know, we could just rob. This shit's all getting blamed on the maid, so you know what? We just stole some cram. I'm guessing that's from the junkie lady that we rescued, I guess, might be... I'm not going to say the right word for it, but it's a word for what we did from being forced into trading sex for drugs. The note reads, do not open. Well, you might as well have just asked. There's literally no better way for you to have guaranteed that Stubbs McKenzie opened that door than to say, do not open. That really was, I mean, seriously, it was the perfect guarantee that Stubbs was going to open that door. Looks like Stubbs pulled a dodge as well. Let's go punch the shit out of what appears to be a gigantic scorpion. Also, why is this in a hotel? What the hell kind of place is this? Do you have a giant Titanic scorpion that's just standing here? Yes, we do. Many of our residents actually request frequently that the giant scorpion be placed in their room. That's an added ancillary benefit from the Kessel House Hotel and Nightclub. His food is in the crisper drawer. See you next week, Steven. We just killed somebody's pet. Also, who keeps that as a pet? Oh, well. I'm sorry, you know what, Stubbs? Take a moment, we're gonna come over to this table and leave a note that says, sorry about the giant scorpion. You put a note on the door that said, do not open, which of course means we opened the door, and the scorpion was, well, collateral damage. I sincerely apologize for murdering your pet. Perhaps next time, just put giant scorpion inside, do not open door. Or just like, beware of dog, something like that. I mean, that's probably gonna discourage more people, just a beware of dog sign, than a sign that says, do not open. Also, who was that note for? I'm assuming you had somebody coming to care for that thing while you were gone. This room appears to be empty. And if so, were they also supposed to heed the do not open thing? And if they were supposed to heed the do not open thing, how were they supposed to feed the giant scorpion that you left there? Your plan is just shitty from front to back, dude. So this appears to be someone's apartment full of a whole lot of nothing. They have a nice garbage pile on the floor, though. Man, that's just pure on laziness when you're so fucking ridiculously lazy that you can't take out the garbage ever and just start piling it in a corner. That's, yeah, that's not good. The floor at this end of the room is beginning to cave in. A trickle of light spills up through the cracks in the floorboards from another room below. With a little force, you could probably open a hole big enough to drop down to the second floor from here. Well, we're gonna do that. Kool-Aid! Oh yeah! Stubbs McKenzie! Here it comes. A frightened man. Well, we did just plunge through the ceiling of his apartment, so I suppose that stands to reason. What's up, man? Sorry about the ceiling. Frightened man. Please don't hurt me. I'm just a line cook. The cook's darting eyes are wide open, and behind them you see pure animal terror. If you let me go, I won't tell anyone, I promise. What are you so afraid of? Really, Stubbs? Okay, Stubbs is a stupid man. He is a stupid man, but even he is not so stupid. We just bombed into his kitchen through the ceiling. I think he has kind of a legitimate reason to be, a little afraid there, Stubbs. Why are you locked in the kitchen is the better question here, Stubbsy. Wait, you're not with those guys out there? Well, I just thought... Well, we kind of are those guys out there. We're not gonna hurt this guy, though. Take your time, I'm not gonna hurt you. This is a kitchen. This guy might have beer in here. We could potentially maybe lobby for some of it. Frightened man. I thought you were one of them. You know, the gangers that took over and shot up the place. I work... He catches himself. That is to say, I worked for the previous owners. Smart man, actually. When the shooting started, I shut myself in here. They, whoever they are, haven't figured out how to override my keys yet. It's been a day and a half. I don't know how much longer I can stay in here. It's been a day and a half? Wait a minute. It does not seem like it's been a day and a half since we blew up the front bar out there. I mean, this guy's been locked in here for a day and a half. Clearly there were other people that shot this place up, because we just did it. Who's the stiff by the sink? Frightened man. That's the head chef, Felix. He took a hit to the chest when they raided this floor. I thought I could stop the bleeding, but, The cook lowers his gaze to the floor at his feet. I couldn't. Well, Stubbs, again, an intelligence 3, probably a higher goal than old Stubbs is ever gonna make. Drag the body in there and leave it under the sink. Yeah, also, this is definitely not the Stubbs McKenzie response. Sorry to hear it. Also, we didn't shoot that guy, so I'm not taking fucking credit for that murder, or the blame for that murder more appropriately. Yeah, thanks. Tell me anything you can about this place. Okay, I think there's some sort of a chop shop up in room 401, like low-level street dock stuff. I had to deliver room service there one day when we were short-staffed. What I saw when they opened the door scared the dreck out of me. People hooked up to tubes and stuff, man. The door code was 5870 if you want to take a look. Okay, we'll definitely take a look at that. I mean, tubes. We could make a bong out of those tubes. And then we could pour beer in that and maybe drink the beer out of the bong. Stubbs is absolutely checking that out. You can bet your ass. And, wait, you'll help me out here, won't you? I mean, you're not just gonna leave me to die here, are you? You know. Fresh food and water, you're not gonna die. You know what? Let's go with I'm the only one who's actually getting shot here, because that's the truth. And Stubbs McKenzie, despite being a stupid man, is an honest man. Except for all the thieving and stealing and drinking and whatnot, and lying about the drinking. Other than that, though, honest guy. Frightened man. Oh, yeah, you're probably right. I'll just stay in here, then. Line cook steals a glance at the dead chef lying crumpled by the sink. With him. What, was he like your lost true love or something? Hey, you got any supplies back here? Anything we can steal? Maybe a cup of coffee? Case of beer, perhaps? What kind of kitchen doesn't have beer? How are you supposed to make delicious beer-battered shrimp without any beer, man? I'm telling you, the service at this place really is fucking atrocious. The Kessel House Hotel and Nightclub. It's not a place you want to be. It's just not. So what do we got out here? Also, we just sort of left the door to the kitchen open, so whoever killed the other guy can probably definitely come and kill the cook as well. Okay. Yeah, whatever. You know what? I'm not worried about the cook if he's too stupid to leave. He's been locked in here for a day and a half. We have no idea who's been shooting at anyone, by the way. I have to assume at this... Oh, look, there's kegs of beer right there. Whole kegs of beer. Stubbs McKenzie, how can you possibly leave those behind? We have to assume that Stubbs is going to circle back for those. I mean, we have to assume. All right, so we got 401 here. Now, we have a tip that 401 actually, what was it, 5989? Nope. I literally can't remember what that guy said. I was paying no attention. Don't we have like a quest journal here? Somewhere? Yes? No? Something that, here we go. Thank you. Thank you, game, for assuming that I am an idiot, because I am, in fact, an idiot. It's 485870, so I was pretty much the entire way off. I got the 5 right. I do appreciate the game having that in there, because I am an idiot. Thank you for saving me from my own stupidity. The door unlocks. Alright, so I'm assuming we're in fight mode here. We actually got jumped on. Aha! No one punches Stubbs McKenzie. Punching people is Stubbs McKenzie's job. Sucker. Stubbs McKenzie has good dodge. A little haste for Stubbs, and waste not, punch not. Little 7 damage for you. A little more punch fist, 11 damage critical, more fist. Yeah, how do you like that, chumps? I'm guessing probably you don't. So let's have Iger move over here and see if there's anybody else up in this area. Is there anyone else to potentially shoot? It does not appear so. So let's move you to cover, Iger. Dietrich? We actually need Dietrich through a haste already. Alright, well, I guess we'll just have Glory chop him into chunks. There you go. Oh, there are still more foes. Okay. We got at least one person coming out here. Not taking a shot with only 2 action points. So wait a minute, dude. Your initial instinct was to run out, see what the danger was, and flank yourself? We can't heal Glory because she got hurt in a different fight. That's a little upsetting. Alright then, I guess Stubbs McKenzie will just punch your heart out. Punch 1. Punch 2. Oh, your liver. That's gonna leave a mark, ma'am. I am terribly sorry. Ouch. Yeah, that's, that one's gonna hurt. So let's do Dragon Slayer, this armor buff thing, in case anybody gets hurt. I like this. If there was an Overwatch mechanic, we would probably try and use that, but since the enemy seems to be stupid enough to just run willy-nilly straight forward into us, I think we'll let them. Let's take a moment here, and I guess we'll just end our turn. You want to come take a shot at Stubbs McKenzie, Mr. Troll Doctor? Oh, you do want to take a shot at Stubbs. Oh, very clever. Now, we did make use of our nice little ability there. We're going to patch Stubbs up. Stubbs, now fully patched up, is going to go punch this orc ganger in the face. Organ legger. Sorry, that must be like the new style bootlegging. So Stubbs McKenzie getting some shit done. 13 damage for us. I have to assume that Iger has a shot here. Pretty good one. Which, of course, missed to make me look like an asshole. Thanks, Iger. That's what I get for counting on you. Alright, so, you are forgiven. We only got 1 action point left with Dietrich. I don't think he can see this guy. He cannot. So we're going to move Dietrich over here. And let's see if Glory can maybe come in. I don't know. She could probably finish this guy off with a pistol shot, I would assume. How far can you move on a single move? Not that far. So we'll bring Glory to here. All we got to do is get like 1 aimed shot here, Glory. He's almost dead. There you go. We only needed 3 HP. We got 3 HP. Glory, like Leon Hurd, you need 4 yards. She can get you 4 yards. You need 5 yards. Well, you're talking to the wrong person, because the Leon Hurd thing started at 3 and then, you know, went to 4 not being possible. So we got an organ legger up here. This is someone who harvests their organs. Basically, they're a black market organ seller. You know, the kind you would find in Tijuana outside of hotel rooms with people in a bathtub and packs of ice, that kind of thing. What did we pick up? An auto injector. Okay. Some sort of schematic. It's over here. How about some cash? I mean, this guy is an advanced medkit. Not exactly what I was expecting to find. Also, ma'am, are you okay? You do not look okay. I mean, she's hooked up to an IV, which would seem to indicate that she's alive. She's on her side. I'm guessing both of her kidneys are gone, but you know what? That's somebody else's problem. That's not, it's not really a Stubbs McKenzie issue, I'm afraid. Sorry. Also, you really don't want Stubbs McKenzie trying to help you if you've suffered medical trauma. You need to get a complete medical professional. You don't want Stubbs McKenzie trying anything with your internal organs. I mean, the only thing he's going to do is punch him. Punching you in your internal organs is the only thing Stubbs McKenzie is good at. He's a man of, you know, great talent, but few talents. He's very focused when it comes to his talents. I mean, he's just pretty much got the one bit. Alright, so we got some... 405 is the room we're looking for. It is locked. This is the elevator, so let's go down to room 405. We know the key for this as well, which I'm also going to have to look up, because in the excitement of all of the heart punching and whatnot, I have forgotten. So let's just take a look here. Room 405, code 1989. I really should have remembered that one. I mean, it's almost a George Orwell novel, but it's like 5 years too further. It could be the sequel to a George Orwell novel, in which case, you know, it's 5 years in the future. The door unlocks. Boy, thanks, Mr. Dialogue Box. I needed that because I didn't notice the door unlocking and the thing coming open. I'm glad you were there to share that intricate knowledge with me. So this place seems empty. Is there anything we can interact with here? There is just an open door. Well, I guess we'll go and open it then. Stubbs McKenzie is an infinitely curious man. If he sees a door, he's going to open it. There's a dead guy who appears to be very smelly. A smelly dead man. Well, this is not the first time Stubbs McKenzie has stumbled across a rotting, reeking corpse, so, let's check it out. On the downside, it doesn't seem like we're going to be getting a whole lot of information out of Mr. Winters here. And I'm guessing the odor that's coming off of him is not minty fresh. Here, the dead man is still jacked into a smoldering computer, his face contorted into a mask of pain. Blue smoke spills from his datal jack, like Monica. And there's something else. The man's outline is wrong. It takes a moment for the realization to sink in. His back is bent at an impossible angle. Actually, it looks more like he's sort of doing I'm dead crunches, as opposed to his back being bent at an impossible angle. He looks more like he just got really tired while working out. Dietrich. Jesus. Glory. Looks like he convulsed hard enough to break his own spine. Dietrich. Is that even possible? Glory. Glory gestures at the twisted form on the carpet. You tell me. Iger. Iger kneels beside the corpse, bending to peer at his face. Matches the description that Altok gave us. It's Green Winters. She straightens, glancing back over at the body before returning her attention to you. This is what happened to Monica? Glory. I suspect that it would have. We jacked her out in time to prevent it. Oh, yeah, we gotta take a subtle dig at Iger, because, Monica told us how to woo our troll friend here. We can't have any kind of softness in front of Iger. We gotta just stick it to her, like we're hoping to stick it to her later. Still think we could have prevented Monica's death? Iger, maybe. Iger takes another glance at the smoldering corpse, and you can see the doubt growing in her eyes. I don't know. Kneeling to inspect the body, you find smears of blood on the carpet under Winter's right arm. Moving the arm aside, you find a number written across the floor, 91612. Use your PDA to take a hollow pick of the number of the body and then step away. That's smart thinking. Stubbs McKenzie, not a smart man, so taking a picture of the numbers, definitely a good idea. So let's search the room here. And I've already forgotten those numbers. Literally, it's been a second, and I've already forgotten them. I'm hoping they added something to my journal if I have to do another entry thing. Hanging on the wall is a large... Hanging on the wall is a large, gaudily framed painting. I wanted to say gilded for some reason, but it's actually gaudily. Gaudily framed painting, an impressionist landscape, inexpertly rendered in splotches of cheap acrylic. A nameplate on the front reads Hards Mountains 2011. Let's move the painting aside. Clearly, it's just a painting. Never mind, I was trying to be clever there, thinking it would be a false front, so I have to assume then that this painting is in fact a false front. Hanging on the wall is a large, gaudily framed painting, and an imaginative still life of some kitchen objects sitting on a kitchen table. Ah, must be a Rembrandt. We might consider stealing that. There's a small key-locked safe installed in the wall behind the painting. A keypad mounted to its base glows invitingly. Hopefully, we have added to our mission items here. Mysterious numbers, 91612. Yep, okay, good. Yes, I have the memory of a goldfish. Please don't chastise me for that. It happened more than 3 seconds ago. It's out of my memory. Inside the safe, you find a bundle of old, well-worn media discs. The word "Watch Me" have been hastily written on the back of the topmost disc. Let's inspect them and make sure they're not bombed. Also, make sure that they're not coated with liquor, that we might cleanse them with our tongues. The disc labeled "Watch Me" looks almost new. The others are clearly much older, and many of them are badly scratched. The last two discs in a bundle are stuck together, and when you try to pry them apart, the readable surface of the bottom disc peels away. Well, that sucks. I guess we'll take them. New objection. Alright, so we've got to answer the vid phone, which is ringing. Yeah. I'll answer a ringing phone, sure, it's just a polite thing to do. Man on the phone. Hey there, Chief! Don't hang up, I've got a proposition for ya! Alright, well, let's see what our 1920s gangster friend here wants. I'm listening. Man on phone. You probably noticed that this building is under new management, right? Judging by the fresh corpses that I'm seeing strewn over the hotel, I'm gonna guess that you don't like the new guys any better than I do. Well, we pretty much already solved that problem, sir. Well, I'd like to make you an offer. You cover up my escape, and I'll get you into the secure vault on the top floor. Belong to the leader of the gang that used to run this place. Trust me, it's still secure. I set up the security protocols myself. The last decker they brought in to take a crack at it came back out on a stretcher. They haven't found too many volunteers since then. Well, this is Stubbs McKenzie, so we have to go with the obvious. That'd be an understatement, chum. The more accurate to say that I'm the Decker in these parts. My handle in the Matrix is Blitz. Maybe you've heard of me. Afraid not. Stubbs McKenzie is a stupid man. I mean, you just saw me, dude, forget what I read like 9 seconds. There's letters scrawled on the floor in blood. I took a picture of them with my phone, walked across the room, and had already forgotten what was in the photo I took. You expect me to remember who some random Decker is? Snowball's chance in hell, pal. Snowball's chance in hell. Man on the phone. It's okay. I run in pretty rarefied circles. I don't really think that you do, but that's okay. You've got my attention. What's in the vault? Let's hurry up and get this out of here. Yeah, money, you know, lots of good stuff. Yeah. I'm a fan of good stuff. If there's beer in there, I mean, you should have just said beer. Really, that's all you needed to say. Man on phone. And are we all? So, shall we go grab it? Yeah, that's fine. Room 505 on the penthouse floor. Come rendezvous with me and I'll take you to the vault. Yeah, okay, I guess. Seems fine. Side quests are fun. Also, you know, he did promise loot. And for Stubbs McKenzie, the promise of loot always involves the promise of liquor. And if we get up there and there is not a single spirituous beverage inside that vault, that man may get his heart punched out. I mean, there either better be liquor or a lot of money that we can use to buy liquor immediately. Otherwise, somebody is getting punched in the heart. So, you know. Forewarned is forearmed, Mr. 1920s Decker guy. I don't know why that guy has the voice of a 1920s sort of gangster from an old-time film noir film, but he does. So just let's roll with it. I'm assuming that's sort of Blitz's adopted persona. Just like he has a persona for his Matrix run. I mean, he has probably custom iconography, and it's a 20s gangster. I mean, he wants to be sort of the reincarnation of, I don't know, like Bugsy Malone or Al Capone or one of those guys. The elevator panel still awaits my selection. That thing has the patience of Job. Let's head to the penthouse. Bing bong. What do we got here? All right, so, are you Blitz? Yeah, Blitz is calling us over. Over here, buddy. Also, he could possibly be one of the Canadians from South Park, the movie. Kind of sounds a little bit like that as well. Come, I've always been a good judge of character. Blitz, since we're meeting in person, I formally introduce myself. He nods his head in salute. Blitz, Decker extraordinaire, at your service. Stubbs McKenzie, how's it going, pal? The vault is just around the corner. Once we get over there, I can unlock it with a few clicks on the keypad. Blitz offers you something between a smile and a smirk. Built myself a back door when I wrote the security system. Never hurts to be careful. Sounds good. Let's go check it out. Also, it seems like a lot of words. Blitz, couldn't you just said, the thing is over here. Let's go get the thing. What is this? Another room? Well, little light larceny at this point, I think. We've already killed everyone here. What's a little more light robbery, huh? I mean, also, Blitz clearly has no qualms with theft. He's encouraging us to steal more. Advanced Drone Repair Kit. An advanced drone repair kit that repairs a minimum of 20 hit points. What would you like to do with this item? Send this item to my stash is fine. I mean, I'm not just gonna leave it. Also, I very much like that mechanic. That is a fantastic addition to the game right there. To just let us take items that we can't carry straight to our stash. I very much like that. It sort of makes sense considering we have a bunch of other characters here who could potentially carry things for us. I like that they can just put it into the stash and assume we gave it to, say, I don't know, Glory. If I had to pick a pack mule, I mean, probably Glory is who I would pick. Oh, bad guys. So we've wandered right into an ambush of sorts. On the plus side, none of them got to take a shot, and we do have an extra party member now, so we got that going for us. And of course, as is our custom, first move of the day, you haste Stubbs McKenzie, so that Stubbs McKenzie might go and punch a goon enforcer into a puddle of slop, except Stubbs missed. Actually, I think Stubbs may have just missed a 99% chance to hit. That's not good. Alright, so Iger, come take some cover here. Can you kill this man? Probably not. You got a real good chance of killing that guy, though, so take a crack. 16 damage, that's some very solid output there. Glory, let's have you switch to the finger razors and come give this guy the old what for with a chippity chop. Also missed. Okay. So, Blitz has a submachine gun of some variety, and that appears to be also he can do other than punch. Alright then, well, I reckon we'll move you over here to this column, which should be some manner of cover at least. And you can't see anything, so I guess we'll move you again. Enemy turn. You just grenaded your own friend. The enemy seems to have a very strong proclivity for throwing grenades at their own companions. I can't really say that I wholeheartedly support that initiative. It seems, I don't know, remarkably stupid. So we're gonna patch up Stubbs if anybody's gonna take the hurt. Well, it's gonna be Glory. Sorry. You know, let's have Iger. Actually, doesn't somebody have a grenade here? Iger has grenades. What do you got? You got a frag grenade and a phosphorus grenade. That's probably a little overkill. Do we really need a phosphorus grenade in this situation? I think a regular frag is probably gonna be good enough to get the job done. So let's pitch this at our Goon Enforcer. It missed. We still got a very minor amount of damage out of that. We're only gonna get 2 punches. Let's get 1 on the Goon Enforcer and make it count. Alright. Stubbs McKenzie. Stubbs McKenzie with the Goon. Oh, a 20 damage critical. Stubbs McKenzie just tore his fucking head off of his shoulders. That was a remarkable shot, Stubbs McKenzie. Glory is a little more injured than I'm comfortable with. We're gonna have Glory fall back, actually. We could ever use a health kit, but I'm just gonna hold off on that. A few turns before we can heal. Let's bring Dietrich up closer to the action a little bit. And, yeah, Glory, you can just idle. Alright, Blitz, let's see what you can do here. You got a shot? You do. It's just never gonna hit. So why don't you go forward and try and take a little damage for the team? Well, you don't have any kind of cover, so that's probably a terrible idea. I really don't want you standing out in the open. Let's just end our turn, I guess. See if this guy's coming forward. Nope, just taking a shot at Stubbs McKenzie and then gonna get their heart punched out because Stubbs McKenzie does not fuck around. Yep, you're done dealing. Stubbs McKenzie with the kill. Alright, so we have completely massacred our foes. Let's see what's in here. Also, those guys didn't really put up that much of a fight. Alright, here we go. Tap-a-tap-tap. Little tap-tap-tap. Little tap-tap-tap-a-roo from Blitz. Done. Wait, when did that thing get installed? Iger, take cover! Some kind of automated cannon. That is clearly wildly inaccurate. Okay, well that one's a little more accurate. How do we want to handle this? Can you heal me right now, Dietrich? Yes. Let's have Dietrich do that. So Dietrich, get out of line of sight, first of all. And then give me the heal. Stubbs got a little bit cracked open there, and we don't necessarily like being cracked open as a Stubbs McKenzie. A good Stubbs McKenzie is fully sealed and airtight. That's all we're gonna get, huh? Alright. Well, Iger, come back me up. We're only gonna get 1 shot here with Iger. I think we take it at this Lynx drone, since it did absolutely monstrous amounts of damage to us. Oh, there's an enraged troll back there. Well, we didn't see that guy. Alright, Blitz, it's time for you to come contribute a little, at least. We're gonna focus our fire. You can't see that thing, huh? Alright, well. Guess we'll have you shoot at that. Actually, that was pretty good shooting. Glory, chippity chop. Time to get you back in the action here. It can't be bled, of course, which is what it's immune to. Glory, ouch! Alright, so this turret isn't over. God damn, this thing is not fucking around. This thing does not pull any punches. Stubbs McKenzie is in a very tough situation here. Alright, so we got a lot of killing to do, and not necessarily as much as we might like to do the killing. This thing has got to die. Okay, great. I'm glad everybody missed. We're in a terrifyingly bad situation, so let's all fuck this up as quick as we can. Just as hard as possible. What do you say? What do you say, guys? That's a double move from Dietrich, which means we get effectively nothing out of him this turn. I don't really like that idea. You know what? We're going to leave Dietrich in the open. He is not badly injured. We got to get something out of him. We can increase somebody's aim. You know what? Let's increase Blitz's aim here. Blitz is in medium cover. Alright, Iger. 28% chance to hit that thing. Ugh. You have terrible chances. Alright. So let's see if we can take out this thing. Alright. We got that done. That's something solid. What are you? Spray and pray. 2 attacks with less chance for a critical. May hit adjacent characters and uses 6 bullets. Yeah, let's probably not do that. You can't see that thing. So I guess we'll just have him crack open this troll. Alright, well, that's something. This guy's going for Dietrich. Little 7 damage punch. Ugh, Stubbs McKenzie got shot again. Fortunately, we found a Boomona, so we're going to use our trauma kit. Let's get Stubbs back in action. This thing has criticaled every single shot that it's taken. And we're going to punch its armor. Clearly, or is it dead? It's dead. Alright. I'm feeling a little salty here about what has happened to Stubbs McKenzie. A little bit salty. Why can't you go punch this wounded troll? Just go punch the wounded troll. There you go. A little bit of punch. Dietrich still can't heal, so let's go for the armor. Glory. Oh, I guess Dietrich could also throw a knife. That's fine. You missed the knife at point blank range, Dietrich. You could have just fucking stabbed the guy. It's shotgun time here. So, what do you got? 90? Yeah, that's good. We're gonna have Iger shoot this troll in the face with a shotgun twice. That's a good start, I think. And a little bit of chop. And a little more chop. Man, this troll has a ton of health. Less health now. And even less health now. Alright, so that didn't necessarily go fantastically, but Stubbs McKenzie, he will not be stopped. He's a stalwart, valiant... Okay, well, not valiant, that's a clear lie, but he's a tough son of a bitch, is what I'm trying to get at. Which is good, because if you're Stubbs McKenzie, I mean, if you're going to be dumb, you got to be tough. That's kind of the rule. And let's face it, Stubbs McKenzie is exceedingly dumb. Alright, so there is a drone of some variety in here, but this does not appear to be any kind of combat drone. Nope. So let's start robbing, I guess. We picked up some Bliss, which is, I'm guessing, some manner of drug. A lot of drugs in this hotel room. You know, you'd think that that gal we saw downstairs wouldn't necessarily have had to trade sex for those drugs. It seems like drugs are pretty readily available. Let's rob the safe. What do we got here? Some quality, 1,400 yen. That's pretty good. We found an item, Nitro. Adds strength and willpower 2 and -2 charisma for 5 rounds. What would we like to do it? Well, let's send it to our stash then. That's fine. I think we probably have enough drugs. What's the deal with this drone here? Drone, what do you got? What do you can't do anything. Oh, here we go. The drone appears to be broken. All it can seem to do is hover in place. Well, I'm gonna take it then. We got 1 karma for that. Oh boy. Okay. We also added an item, broken drone. Optional objective completed that we have looted the vault. I guess we just leave then. Okay then. So we stole some stuff. We killed a whole bunch of people who didn't necessarily deserve it. These guys in the vault though, fuck them. I mean, they clearly deserve it, but some of the other people. We also probably got the maid fired. I mean, there's that. That seems not necessarily fantastic of us. Didn't we find a key to a janitor's closet somewhere? Shouldn't we, like, be able to open the janitorial supply closet? It seems like we have a key for that and didn't really get a chance to make use of it. Let's go back down to that first floor. Maybe we overlooked it there, perhaps? I mean, we pretty much scoured every other floor. Let's go down to the ground floor. Oh, wait, no. We don't want to be down here. Let's go back to the first floor. We're just going to double check. Make sure we did not overlook the supply closet. Is this the supply closet? Could be. Aha! Ah, we have found the janitor's supply closet. Let's steal his lunch out of his locker, because we're that fucking jerks. We came back for 48 new yen. That hardly seems worth it. Yeah, so basically what we did is we just stole a janitor's wallet. I feel a little guilty about that one. I mean, Stubbs McKenzie does not feel guilty in any way, shape, or form, but I personally feel a little guilty about that one. A little bit. Alright, so let's get the hell out of this club. I've had my fill of clubbing for the evening. We haven't even managed to get a decent drink in this dump. We did kill a lot of people, but that must be a relatively common thing, because I gotta say, there still seem to be plenty of patrons kind of hanging out. These 2 elvish chicks never even fucking stopped dancing. They just stayed there the whole time. Oh, that's an elvish dude. Sorry, sir. But still, that's dedication to your craft right there. I mean, that's some top-notch strippering. If you're just, there's a gunfight and you just like, fuck it, I'm gonna dance my way through it. I'm sure I'll be fine. That's dedication. Blitz. Hey, thanks for the assist. Can't tell you how happy I am to leave this place behind. You know, you could have pretty much left at any time. Let's just say no problem. Blitz nods at you, then abruptly changes the subject. Say, you wouldn't happen to need a Nova Hot Deco, would you? Because I suddenly find myself unemployed. I do need a decker, but I don't think that you're the right guy for the job. You know what? Yeah, we could use a decker, Blitz. That's fine. You actually were pretty handy with the submachine gun as well, so we'll bring you along. That's cool. Stubbs McKenzie is a friendly sort. He accepts all kinds, creeds, even 1920s gangsters like Blitz, who are clearly off of a time frame. They were born 170 years too late. Excellent. Fantastic. I promise you, y'all won't regret it. Blitz has joined our team. All right, then. Does that mean he lives in our squat now? Because I gotta say, that place is getting kind of crowded. I hope not. If he does, he better buy beer. Bring your own goddamn beer, Blitz. That's all I'm gonna say. And that having said, and us on our way back to the Cruise Bazaar, I think this is a fantastic opportunity to go ahead and wrap things up. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really does mean a lot to us, especially on a new series like Shuffle Mode, where we're playing a little bit of Shadowrun Dragonfall. If you'd like to catch every episode, of course, consider subscribing as well. We post new episodes of Shadowrun Dragonfall, the Director's Cut, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon in the Cruise Bazaar.